We're back with another episode. We're back with another episode of Britt Says. How are you guys doing today? I am feeling pretty good this weekend. I got a lot done. Well, for me, I got a lot done. I just done laundry. I got my feet done. I didn't do my nails. Like, the nail things take too long, and I'm just not in the mood. I said I'm gonna get my nails done after I drop the baby. Like, what do I need my nails done for? My feet, my critters, they gotta get done. They have to be done. And now they're getting all swelled. They need all the love and affection. I'm here touching my feet that they can get. What else? I went and visited my friend Erica. I'm feeling good this weekend. I really do. I applied to some jobs because I want to work at home. I want to do remote work while I'm pregnant. So if you have run into this video before unemployment ends, well, the stimulus, honey, let me know. Let me know. Okay, I'm trying to find some remote work, so I applied to some jobs. So I just feel really productive this weekend. Yes. Shout outs to productivity. But yeah, I'm here. It's Monday. Hopefully this video will go up on Monday. It's gonna go up on Monday, y'all. I'm doing what I can. And this week's topic is a dope topic. Like, I'm surprised I haven't spoke about this yet. Like, as much as I talk about energy, you know the vibes. You know the vibes. As much as I talk about energy, I always be like, I'm big on energy. I'm big on energy. I'm big on energy. I've never had an episode about understanding the energy of people and yourself. Let's get into it. And I do have an Expand Your Mind this weekend, which is good. So, you know, before every topic, we like to expand our minds. Expand your mind, expand your mind, expand your mind. So, in an article written on blog.mindvalley.com, written by Melanie Kalev, titled, Understanding Positive and Negative Energy in People. She writes, do you remember a time when you met someone for the first time and you instantly had a good feeling about them? You've probably experienced a completely reverse situation as well. You interact with someone and you don't know how to rationally explain it, but something's off. You instinctively want to get away and feel that person give off bad vibes, meaning you're feeling their negative energy. We register these vibes with our intuition. Although energy isn't something you can see, it's not necessarily an otherworldly concept either. Your body is in living energy fields. The subtle energy can be felt in inches or feet from the body, though it's invisible. It has an enormous impact on how you can come across and who you are drawn to. It's something you create in your day-to-day activities with you, with everything that you do, and even with the things that you don't do. Good energy can boost our feelings of well-being, dissolve anxiety, and improve communication. Bad energy creates conflict and resentment. Your goal should be to maximize the good and minimize the bad. While you may or may not be consciously aware of different energies, it doesn't hurt to pay attention to how others respond to you. And if necessary, reevaluate how you show up in your life. On another side, understanding how people affect you means that you can do a better job matching what you need to watch your energy requires. So, I feel like all of us, well, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know how people think. Is there a market of people who don't believe in energy? Like, when you get around people, you know the vibes. Like, you ever went into a room or a party or get together with a group of people that you may or may not know, and you just like, the energy is off in here. Like, you feel me? Like, it don't have to be coming from everybody. It could be coming from one person, but that one person could be killing the whole vibe of the whole room. For some people, because some people can't be around be in a room where the energy is off. For me, I hate when I go somewhere and I know about like 2 or 3 people there, and then just like one person's energy is off. Because I feel like, did you tell them something about me before I got here? Like, is there a problem? Period, poo. Like, is there a problem? So I'm big on like energy. I'm very big on energy. Even if I'm in a room where I feel like the energy is off, like, you know how it is, you see those memes where people be like, oh, if I'm in a room and one person not feeling me, it's a wrap for that whole event. Like, not me. Like, even if one person don't like me in a room, or I feel their energy is off, I could still just, like, enjoy the time. Enjoy whatever is going on. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll just bounce off the good energy in the room. Or whatever the case may be. So, that's just me. Energy. Why is energy so important? I think energy is important because it's good to know what you getting into. Like, I feel like if you're one of those people who don't believe in, you know, energy, I think it's something you should try to grasp. Like, when you walk in a room and you just feel disconnected, or you feel weird, or you feel strange. It's just good to know, just in case anything pop off. You feel me? Or maybe you need to go home. Maybe you shouldn't stay here until the end of the event. Maybe you should leave in 2 to 3 hours. And that could be, it's not even just about people. It's about literally the energy. Like, you could go somewhere and be like, oh my God, is something gonna happen? Like you just feel, like, I don't like talking about stuff like that because that makes me feel weird. But you ever get bad vibes? Like, oh my God, I feel like something gonna happen tonight. I'm not one of those people. I know a lot of older people like that. Like, I know I have friends who, like, their mothers, like, you know how people, you ever hear that story? Like, people say your mother tell you, oh, I don't want you to go there. And then when you go there, something bad happen. Like, it is a weird energy. Like, you can have bad, you know, vibe, a bad energy for a whole event where you feel like, oh, something bad is gonna happen tonight. I don't like even thinking of that, but I mean, I never had that feeling. Like, I try to leave my house and wherever I go, I'm just like, everything's gonna be okay, you know. That's just me. But there are some people who could say, like, I don't want you there. I don't want you at that spot. A lot of parents do that. They have this, like, maternal, paternal, like, what's that energy where they could feel like, yo, you sure you want to go to that event today? Are you sure you want to do that? Or you want to go to this person's house? Blase, blase, or whatever the case may be. And that's the thing too with energy. Siblings could feel each other energy. Parents could feel their kids' energy. They could be in the house laying down. They like, something ain't right with my child. What the fuck is my child? Or, you know, if siblings could be like, they could feel the pain, or twins do that. They could feel the pain of their other twin, and yeah, you know, like that type of energy. How do I perceive energy? For me, it could be something so simple as just face expressions, body language, the simple things that's so obvious to see. The way people talk, the questions they may ask, like, why would that person ask me that question? The energy, the vibes is off, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could feel, or even like, you could even feel fake energy. And fake energy is important. Fake energy is when somebody is pretending to be happy or satisfied or be pleased with you or wherever they're at, but you already know that they're not really happy. Like, those are like very unique energies. Sometimes those are easy to read. Like, you ever, like, it's a difference in a hey girl and a hey girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like those different tonalities in their voice. Like, when you like, okay, like, they still smile like, hey girl, and it's like, hey girl, like, it's like a different type of energy. Like, she's saying hi to me, but she dead ass don't want to say hi to me. Like, you know, I think energy is so important. And one thing that made me want to bring it up is because especially knowing people, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's say, you know, like, your family or your friends, like, you know, friends or family members for mad long. you should know their vibes. You should know their energy. You should be like, yo, something not right in this situation, or something's going wrong. Because I remember, like, I'll tell somebody something, and I'm like, I'm telling you, something not right, da-da-da. And they're like, you be overthinking stuff, da-da-da-da. Then at the end of the day, you dead be right. So I think it's good to just follow your intuition and follow your energy. And I think also energy is also simply about knowing someone. And that speaks to basically like close people, like friends and family. If you've been friends or you're related to someone, you should know indefinitely, like, when the vibes is off, you know, or you should know how they move. Like, anytime I'm around people, it's not even like I'm tracking how they move, but it's like you've been around them so much, you already know, like, that's odd, or that's something they always do, and now they're doing it to me. Like, you should know the vibes. Like, you already know the vibes. Like, you shouldn't be a lot easily tricked if you've seen them trick somebody like this in the past. Does that make sense? For me, I think that energy is just a weird thing. I think that we underestimate it sometimes. And also, it's true. Like, all right, once you established, okay, this person energy is off, what do you do with that information, right? Because the thing is, we spoke about passive aggressive in one of our episodes. Check the playlist for Britt Says Season 3. We speak about that. And I think that with energy, sometimes energy is a form of passive aggressiveness, right? Because this person is not really telling you, like, I don't like you, or I don't feel comfortable around you, or whatever the case may be. Their energy is exuding it. But when they're in front of you, they're acting normal. You catch my drift? So that's why I think it's so important to understand energy. How do you read it? Like I said it's just all about body language, face expressions. I could walk into a room and be like, this person is, or whatever the case may be. Understanding your energy. Now, the thing is, with talking about understanding your own energy, that makes me feel a little weird, is because, can energy and understanding your energy and how you're moving it be perceived as being fake, sneaky, or manipulative? And the reason why I say that is because if you know how to control your energy, right, that means you could go somewhere that don't like your situation and nobody would know. So that's kind of like being sneaky. Is it just protecting your sanity? Right? Like, how do we know when we're being manipulative or sneaky and when we're just protecting our energy? I think that is something that is hard for me to grasp, because I know that sometimes I keep things secretive. I'm a Scorpio. Scorpios are known for being secretive. So I know that sometimes I can be perceived as being secretive or sneaky. And I don't like that. I feel like a lot of times when I do keep things private, it is to protect me, protect my, I'm gonna say, yeah, sometimes sanity. And I feel like it's to protect others, you know, because you don't know how those people or whomever you want to tell are going to perceive the information that you're going to give them. A lot of people can be negative. Sometimes they could be positive, or off their energy, they're being fake positive and being, but they're really thinking negative about you. I'm even so big on energy that sometimes I won't even, like, I'm so big on energy that sometimes I won't even tell somebody when I'm having a job interview or when I have like anything, like, because I feel like, what if this person prays that I don't get the job or things like that. But I had to learn too with that to like pray. If I feel that way about somebody, all I have to do is pray to God that no weapon formed against me shall prosper, and that control any negative energy around me. Anybody who sees to see bad in me or see me fail, you know, cast that energy off of me. Because I never used to do that. Ever. I never ever used to like pray for bad energy to exude away from me. And then recently I had to learn that, especially like getting pregnant, you know. You gotta make sure bad energy is away from you when you carry in life and in general. And I'm like, why don't I just pray that no weapon formed against me shall prosper? Like, why haven't I done that? I don't know why. Like, that's just like a new habit that I picked up in 2020. Like, y'all gotta really watch the energy around you. You really don't know how people is moving, like, for real. Like, I personally pray for people. You know, even if somebody do something bad for me, I would never wish bad on them. I'd be like, God, you know, I don't know what this person is going through. I don't know why they're behaving this way. I don't know exactly what they're dealing with at home or in general. But I pray for them. Like, I will really pray for you. Like, if you do me dirty, I will dead pray for you. And some people don't do that. They dead wish negativity on you and bad vibes on you. And watch people who say that when you tell them something bad, they talk about karma. Like, oh, that's karma. Like, those people like that say, oh, a lot of that is karma. You gotta be careful. Like, fuck you mean karma? Like, bitch, what the fuck did I do to get karma? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be careful with that. So when we speak of energy, we have to think of the bad too, and the bad energy, and really making sure that you wishing that stuff away from you. I had to really learn that. Like, Brittany, even if you feel somebody will wish bad on you, why wouldn't you pray to get that stuff away from you? Or just, you know, people, they got their sage, honey, and they be swinging it around the house to get the bad vibes out and the bad energy out. Like, you better have a recourse or something to make sure that those bad vibes and bad energy is not sticking onto your body, because that's serious. You don't know who got it out for you. And that's not to be scary or to scare anyone. I'm just saying, like, you really don't. Or, like, it could be, and it could be small. Like, do you guys feel like, it's probably a stupid question, but do you feel like if somebody has it bad out for you, not bad, I don't like saying that. If somebody doesn't, honestly, when I say it aloud, it's going to sound stupid, but I'm being so dead ass. Do you feel like if somebody doesn't have good intentions for you? No, it sounds bad. Oh my God. Like, I'm going to just say it. Good intentions for you. I might not want to see you win in certain aspects, that they really aren't a good person. That sounds crazy, but let me jump into it. I asked that because I feel like, like, when I say it, I mean, like, are all people who are jealous of you bad for you? Probably. I feel like, all right, first of all, not everybody could be jealous. Maybe some people, that is jealousy though, Brittany. I got a lot to work on. I don't feel like you should cut people off, you know, because I feel like this is taking a bad turn of events. I think what it is, okay, I'm gonna get serious because I know I sound crazy. And when I know I sound crazy, I gotta make sure that I have a rebuttal. I think one of the problems is when it comes to like jealousy and envy and things like that, nobody talks about it. Like, we just notice like, oh, this person's a hater, or this person doesn't really want to see me win, or this person always has something negative to say, and we don't really call them out on it. Like, I feel like we just cut that person off. Like, I rarely see people, like, I just know people coming to me like, yeah, she been acting funny, she been acting like a hater, or she's jealous, or he's jealous, or whatever. But you just coming to that conclusion. You never spoke to that person about it. You never approached that person about it. I do think it is hard to approach somebody about jealousy or envy or things like that, because nobody wants to be perceived as a jealous or envious person. And I also do feel like oftentimes I think it's a lot of people who think people are jealous of them, and nobody is really jealous of them. So I do think there's also a market of people who kind of have these false haters in their head, that like they think so many people is hating on them because they might you know, I don't freaking know, go out all the time or whatever. I don't know, like things that people could be jealous of, like they might have started a business, or what's things people get jealous of these days, the way they dress, their body. I don't fucking know. So I think that when people are doing things, oftentimes when people do new things, they think people are jealous of them. Like they'll like, that's what I mean. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, let's say like me, I'm using me as an example. Let's say I start a new business today, a lighting business, because I see this ring light in my face. Let's say I start a lighting company because I'm starting a business. I think I'm popping and and because it's something new and it's a new venture, and to, you know, start a new business or be an entrepreneur is a big thing. I think that you could bring it up to somebody, and they probably don't want to hear about fucking light bulbs all day. And you think that that person is a hater because they don't want to hear about your light company. And they're not really a hater. They're really supportive of you. But in your head, you think they're a hater because you so big-headed because you hype you starting a new business. Does that make sense? Like, I think that sometimes we get very big-headed when we do new things. Like when we start a business. Or maybe you lost weight. Or you... I don't know. Maybe you... something new, something big, like you did something new for yourself. Maybe you got a new car or something, and because you know it's an accomplishment, any little thing somebody does that you feel might be downplaying it, you believe that that person is a hater. And it could just be the timing. Like, as soon as you brought up you had a new car, the person was like, oh my God, I'm gonna call you back. And it literally might be their mother calling them about something serious, or their grandmother calling them to tell them like, oh, I'll cash app you some money. And like, it could be anything. And it's not even like they're trying to downplay you or anything like that. Like, they literally just, you know, it's just like crazy. Like, it's just be the timing. But because some people are not privy to the fact that they're so big-headed, because they're so hyped. And there's nothing wrong with getting excited. I know how it feels to start something new. It is such a good feeling. And I think because I've done so many different things too, and I've seen other people do things, I had to learn that, I think I said this before too, like, one, it's not even sometimes that people are, okay, it can stem from a little bit, just a dash, maybe like you know the man who do the salt bay, like a little dash of jealousy, but a lot of it don't even be all of that. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn that some people dead, like I said, I say this all the time, some people really might just not be interested in what the fuck you doing. That it really don't be, sometimes it's not jealousy or hate. Sometimes people are just not interested. And I think that a lot of times we can't accept that. Or, what if sometimes, like, we be like, oh, the energy is off, blase, this person don't like me, I think I'm likable. What if you're not likable? What if sometimes people just simply don't like you? Like, what if somebody really legit does not like you? Does that really make them a hater? And when I say they don't like you, they have to have a reason behind it. They could say, I think you're too loud. I think you're too much. I think you're extra. They don't like you. Like, you can't call somebody a hater because they don't like your personality. Like, personalities are subjective. Meaning that not everybody is destined to like your personality. Like, I hate when people be like, I'm pretty, like, I'm a likable person. Like, anybody that meet me should like me. And if they don't, then they a hater. I used to think like that when I was younger, like maybe 18, 19, 20. And I'm just like, Brittany, not everybody gonna like you. Like, not everybody is suitable for you. Like, even people who be like, but that'll keep you true. Like, if somebody be like, when you ask somebody why they don't like Beyonce, they don't have a real reason. And sometimes it do be that, but maybe they don't like her music. Like, some of us don't like rock music, right? So why can't someone not like Beyonce's music? And you could dead really listen to rock music and dead don't like you. Be like, oh my God, I don't like all this guitar. I don't like all these drums. I don't like all this sound. I don't like rock music. And we kind of accept that. Who's to say somebody likes the beats of Beyonce's music? Somebody likes her voice, her vocals. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make you a hater per se. I do think you have to have a real reason, though. Not a real reason, but a reason. Because to some people, to say, I think you're loud is not a real reason not to like somebody. But that's your opinion, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Or just how, like, people perceive things in people. I do, what else? Like, I don't like if somebody, like, people hang around people that they don't like. Like, does that make sense? Like, I don't like when people don't like somebody but still, like, be in their face. Y'all know what? That's being fake. Like, that's being a fake person. Like, I remember I was working somewhere and I just felt like the energy was off, you know. Like, I felt like, you know, the energy was fake. Like, I felt like there was no trust for whatever reason, or maybe some people really didn't like me per se, or whatever the case would be. I be sounding mad problematic. Like, I be at work bugging out. I promise you I don't. Right? And then I went to another job and I felt like, I want to get to the point that I'm trying to make. Then I went to another job and I felt like the people there, if they didn't like something I did or anybody did, we would call each other out on it all the time. And I'm just like, but it was just that it was always problems. Like, so it was just like people always calling you out on bullshit. So I sat down and I said, what would I prefer? Would I prefer to be around people who don't like the shit I do and they're fake? Or would I prefer to be around people who always fucking complaining? And I really would prefer to be around people who always complaining. I put on my life, like, I can't be around fake energy. Like, I can't be around people who just... They just fake, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they can't, like, if you don't like the vibes, like, if you're not feeling my energy, or you're not feeling this person's energy, I don't like people who talk about people behind their back. I don't like people who just, like, say it to their face. Like, I like that. Like, when I used to be my other job, even though it was toxic, I enjoyed the fact that, you know, if they didn't like something, they said it. I like that. I'd rather you call me out on my bullshit than act mad funny behind my back, because it fucks up the vibes. It ruins the energy. Like, y'all get what I'm saying? Like, y'all ever been in that situation, like, where you, like, just, y'all all just tiptoeing around each other? Like, I just felt like it was just mad fake in there. Like, I can't do the fake energy. Like, I swear, I promise you, like, I love realness. Like, I'd rather be around people who would dead tell me to my face, like, that look da 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 da. You doing da da da. Even if it's nonsense, even if it's a lie, I prefer that. I really do. I really prefer that over, like, I remember me at work and people just like, and it builds this untrustworthiness because we all being so fake. Like, I remember, like, if you on a computer, like, they like sneakily on the look and see what you doing on the computer. Like, bitch, we at work. Like, you can't even use the internet here, bitch. You can't go on Facebook. You can't go on Twitter. You can't go do nothing on this internet, bitch. What possibly can I do? Like, it was because we all didn't trust each other because everybody was being fake. Like, everybody was just tiptoeing around each other. Like, whenever there was a problem, nobody ever really addressed it. Like, it was just fake. Like, the vibes was just fake. So, because the vibes was just fake, it was just like, I couldn't work under that energy. Like, I couldn't do it. Like, it was just, like, weird for me. But I do feel like, too, sometimes it's all about how you approach things as well, because I felt like the other incident was toxic because everybody was just always arguing and beefing and da-da-da-da. But I felt like that was toxic, but I didn't enjoy it. I don't want to say I enjoy it. I just like rather somebody say, look, I don't like X, Y, and Z, than somebody we all just giving out this false narrative and being fake and weird and yeah. But also to back to like energy, understanding energy as we talk about feeling fakeness or feeling weirdness or oddness energy from somebody. Even too, like, it's all about knowing people, or knowing mannerisms, understanding mannerisms and body language. Like I remember like, I don't like people, like, I feel like when people are too fake, there's no trust. And when there's no trust, it's weird. Like, I hate when, that's why I can't do the fake shit. Like, I can't. I remember I felt like somebody didn't trust me, and then I couldn't get mad because I realized, like, bitch, you don't trust them. And and it's funny coming up here talking about stuff because I feel like I make myself sound like mad, like this bad person, but we all deal with these things. Like, it's mad weird. Let's say out of 10 people, maybe one person wouldn't trust me, and I don't know why. I promise you, I'm not a bad person. I don't steal, I don't kill, I don't do anything bad. Usually these things happen, I don't know. I need to look into that. Usually these things happen with people you know for too long, or like it be mad weird, like, and you don't trust their ass neither, so it just be mad weird. Like, so how do you deal with that? Like, y'all get what I'm saying? Like, you ever felt a way about a person and they felt the same way about you? Like, let's say somebody don't trust you and you don't trust them, but you don't like the feeling of not being trusted. And you know, and you know what? I don't even know why me and this person feel this way about each other at all. Well, I know why. I do. I don't know why they feel that way. Maybe because I am that way. Would I be that way? Would you be that way? Like, if you knew somebody didn't trust you, would you be like, well, fuck it, I don't trust their ass neither? So it just be weird. Like, energy is so key because energy can ruin so many things. If you don't know the right energy, if you don't align yourself properly with people, it could just fuck up everything. How do you gauge it? Like, just gauge energy. I think energy too, like, how do you gauge energy when it comes to love? Because I feel like a lot of times too, like in my past relationships, well, I've gotten out of all of my past relationships, so I've obviously figured out how to gauge energy. But when I say that, I feel like sometimes you ever like dated somebody and you stayed in it for so long, and you knew it was bad for you. Like, did you know it was bad for you? Like, did you know the energy? Like, I feel like that's an energy thing too. An energy thing, when you break up with somebody, when you leave a situation, that's based off of energy. Like, and I want all of us to learn, especially if we're still dating, or shit, if you're not even dating, if you're in a relationship, if you are married or something, I think we all should learn energy in dating and relationships, because sometimes we gotta know when to leave and when to go. And I think that's all based off of energy. I think whenever you reach a breaking point with somebody, it's your energy, your vibes, like, yo, I can't keep doing this shit no more. Like, you reach a certain point where you just like, I can't do this no more. And I want us to find ways to really read our energy quickly. Because I see, you know, I've been in situations where I've been like, damn, I dealt with that shit for too long. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I stay in a situation for that long? Like, to me, even staying in a nonsensical situation for a year is a drag. Like, I could have been doing so much dope shit in that year, but I was dead goofing around with your stupid ass. You feel me? Like, it's hard, though, when you in love to just choose your sanity over that person. I feel like that's probably like a whole nother podcast episode, just like understanding love and how crazy like that's not even, that topic is so broad that you can't even get into that. What about like knowing somebody, like you ever looked at somebody you knew off the rip they was gonna be bad for you? Like, he look good, but he ain't gonna be no good for me. Like, his energy is all the way off. I'm trying to think how I ever done that. No, I was a mess. Like, if you look good, I mean, I'll look at you and just think about what we can do together. And you know what? I don't have to deal with that no more because I got my ring. But I think, honestly, when it comes to dating and relationships, we really need to, if you still out there, you know, on the dating, read the energy first. Okay, looks is key. So if you really see somebody like, oh my God, he look good, oh my God, she look good, whatever, whoever listening, whoever watching, whatever you into, establish, all right, I'm attracted to this person, and then read their energy. I think energy is so key. Like, if we take something away from this episode too, like when it comes to dating, like I think that, at least I could speak for myself back in the past, if I was attracted to somebody or I like somebody, that was it. I wasn't reading no energy. I wasn't reading no vibes. I wasn't doing none of that. I was reading, like I said, what can we do for each other? And I think this is why all these terrible things have happened. Like, we not, some of us is thinking with our, you know, our private parts. We're not thinking with our brain. We're not thinking with our body. And even sometimes we're thinking with our heart. Like, I think we're gonna, you know, those people who like date and they're really, as soon as they meet somebody, they think that that's their husband. Or they think that's their wife. Like, girl, boy, like, you don't fucking know. Like some people, they just envision their life as soon as they see somebody they like with that person. And that's problematic. We need to stop doing that. We need to stop either, some people envision what sex would be like with the person. I'm going to keep it 100. Like, he or she looks mad good. I already know the sex is going to be on point. And some people envision their future as soon as they see somebody they're attracted to. Like, our kids are going to be gorgeous or whatever. Like, we all perceive things. Like, that's one of the first things you do when you see somebody you're attracted to. What we need to do is when we see somebody we're attracted to, we need to be like, wow, they're attractive, and then read the energy. I think that'll save us a lot of time. Now, the question is like, once you establish, like, the energy's off, like, oh my God, he's going to be a fuckboy, I could tell. Would you keep going? Would you keep, like, would you still venture on that journey with that person? A lot of us do that. We'd be like, I could tell he gonna be a fuckboy, but you know what? You never know. Bitch, you know. Trust your energy. Trust your intuition. And you could miss out on true love, you know. I don't, to be honest though, I don't think your energy and your intuition really ever fails you. I don't. I'm a firm believer in that. I don't think your energy and your intuition ever fails you. If you're really good with it, I don't think it ever fails you. I don't think if you read somebody's energy and you feel like they're a fuckboy, they're going to be this and they're going to be that and they're going to do this and they're going to do that, yeah, they're probably most likely going to do it. And what do they consider that? The law of attraction too? Is there a difference between law of attraction and energy? Because some people say if you think they're going to be a cheater, if you think they're going to be a fuckboy, if you speak that into existence, then it's going to happen. If you speak, oh my gosh, he's so attractive, he's going to be my husband, he's gonna I don't know, be the father of my kids, then that will happen. So what's the difference between law of attraction and energy? That's a hard question. For me, energy is right there in front of you. Like, it is what it is. Like, that's that. Is that on that. Like, you already know what time it is. Like, Law of attraction is when you, what's the thing? Manifesting is when, like, if I'm sitting here and I'm like, I want Princess to be big. I want Princess the podcast to be this special thing. That's something I am manifesting. I'm speaking it. Right? Okay, I shouldn't use the podcast. I should use a person as an example. But I already got somebody. Like, let's say Sally is like, I want a husband. I want to get married. I want kids. She's speaking that into existence. She's just talking it. She's not around anybody specifically. She's just saying it. I feel like that's manifesting. If you get around somebody and their energy is off, bitch, that ain't law of attraction. They already that is just what it is. That person is not good quality. There's nothing you can do about that. You need to move on. You feel me? Now, manifesting is when you kind of asking for something, then later on you go off that night because you kept speaking it into existence, speaking it into the world. You met somebody and that energy aligned with what you wanted to manifest. Does that make sense? Like somebody came up to you and it just flowed properly. You didn't feel a bad vibe or a bad energy from that person. Does that make sense? Like, it's different. It's very different. Manifestation is done on its own time. That's not something you do in the moment. It's something you do before the moment. You shouldn't be... You can, if you want, you meet a person and then you're manifesting that they're going to be good. If you meet that person and you already feel the energy is off, it's already off. That's just me. Manifestation is something you're doing prior to meeting a person. You're every day you're looking at couples and kids and houses and this and that. I've manifested things. Maybe we could do an episode on manifestation. I don't feel like I could. Well, I can. I think I have. I really do believe in manifestation as well too. I really do, and I never noticed how many things I have manifested until I really sat down and thought about it. Like, you really gotta put in the work, and it just has to be so natural and so organic, and it just has to come natural. It's just weird. It's just crazy. Like. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Oh my God. And you gotta feel it in your spirit, in your bones. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, can there be energy in business and things that you want to? I think so. Like, you know how people say, like, don't do nothing that don't make you happy. So I feel like if you building something and your energy is off on it, like you don't really get excited to do that thing or, you know, accomplish that goal or whatever the case may be, yeah, then that can mess up the business. Your energy is not full frontal into what you're doing and what you're trying to do. It's not fully there. Energy works everywhere in our lives, all over the place. It's interesting. It's really, really interesting for me. When I brought this episode in, it was mostly though to speak to the energy of people and your surroundings and to like knowing the energy too, like of like, what am I thinking, like, when, can you misperceive energy too? Have I ever misperceived energy? I don't know. Me, because lately, especially as you get older, if I feel like your energy is off, I just try to stay away from you or whatever the case may be. So I don't know. It's hard to just gauge. And I feel like too, if, like I said, if you're big on energy, if you just feel like you don't want to be around somebody, then don't. Like, even if you don't have a real rhyme or reason, like I said, it's just the energy, then don't. Like, don't kill yourself trying to, like, ignore your energy or your vibes. Like, because I know how some people do that. Like, I don't know, I'm just not feeling her energy, but I don't want to, like, not say hi or not talk to him or her because they didn't really do nothing to me. So if the energy is off, the energy is off. Like, if the vibe's not there, the vibe's not there. Like, you get older, you can't keep doing this. Like, it's just what it is, buddy. Like, you know the vibes, you know my body. Like, just, it is what it is. Like, you know the vibes. You know the vibes. And yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was very vibey. Very energetic. I'm trying to be funny. Play on words. Like I said, you know, we just rocking, we just rolling, we just doing what we gotta do. And yeah, I hope you guys grasped a lot from this episode. Definitely, you know, things is opening back up, you know. We about to have to go into the world. I feel like too, now that like it's almost like month 5 of the state. Well, we're not at home no more in New York, but I'm just saying. I feel like COVID was intentional for so many different reasons. Maybe I can make an episode on that. And I just feel like it's time to really grasp our energies and our vibes. And that was one of the reasons why I did the episode. And just paying attention to how people maneuver and how people think. And I feel like God is in the universe is giving us time to really pay attention to so many things, and just the people that we have in our lives and how they move and how they operate. And if you learn how they move, how they operate, what are you going to do with that movement and operation? So yeah, it can be helpful to know the vibes. And yeah, definitely subscribe, leave a comment, like if you stream, review, give me some stars or whatever